Here's why you should never ask the people in your dreams what time it is. I've got to be honest, I've been waiting so long to make this video because I was trying to try it for myself. I haven't been sleeping good and I've been waking up from my dreams. So this video is based on other people's experiences. Most people have absolutely horrifying experiences after asking the characters in their dreams what time it is or what day it is. Some people claim that the characters' eyes bulge out of their heads, their faces will distort or melt. Some dreamers even report being sent into a state of sleep paralysis, which is absolutely horrifying. There are a few theories as to why we are not supposed to ask this. One of them being that we're not supposed to know that we're in a dream.
Hold up. You guys can control what you say in your dreams? Because I know I can't. What is up, people, and welcome back to the channel. Here for some scary TikToks. Hope you enjoy it. With that being said, let's get right back into it.
I told you guys I wasn't crazy. Montana is facing an emergency due to zombie trout have begun to appear in all of the rivers and lakes across the state. Now just for a second, take a look at that trout. Clearly something is wrong. It's growing actual fungus. Now the trout population in Montana has always been something huge. Now with this new infection that all of these trouts are starting to get out of nowhere, it is completely killing off the population of trout. Comparing it to something out of The Last of Us, which if you guys don't know, The Last of Us is a TV show and video game. The TV show is recent, but the game came out years ago, and it's based off a post-apocalyptic world where people are zombies. Other things are zombies. Dogs, cats, fish, everything. And they more or less have to continue to survive and find a way to survive with all of these things going on. Now,
What the hell? It's not okay. That is not okay. Yo, y'all keep flying Spirit. Don't be mad when you become one day.
This is one case that still haunts me. The story of the disappearance of Jason Jolkowski is one of the weirdest things that you'll ever read about, and it's haunting because to this day, this mystery has never been solved. So let's take a look at it. So this is Jason Jolkowski. He was born in 1981 and lived in Omaha, Nebraska all his life. And this story takes place in 2001. So on Wednesday, June 13th, 2001, Jason was called into work early. So initially, Jason planned on walking to his job, which was 4 miles away, due to the fact that his car was in a repair shop that day. But he eventually made plans for a friend to meet him at a high school that was nearby. So this high school, Benson High School in Omaha, Nebraska, was only half a mile from Jason's house. Literally an 8-block walk, and that's where his friend was supposed to meet him. So just take a look at this photo. This is the exact route that Jason was going to take to the high school. It's only a 10-minute walk, and keep in mind, he was about to make this walk in the middle of the morning in broad daylight, in a city like Omaha, Nebraska, where crimes like disappearances and murders don't really happen all that frequently. So at 10:45 a.m. that morning, a neighbor saw Jason helping his younger brother with the trash outside of his home, and at some point right after that, he left to go on this walk to go meet his friend. And during this walk, Jason vanished off the face of the earth. So to this day, no trace of Jason has ever been found. There were no remains ever recovered. Nobody has seen anybody that's ever looked like Jason. Nobody reported seeing somebody being abducted on the day that he went missing. Nobody even reported seeing anything out of the ordinary. It's as if he simply vanished literally into thin air. They even checked the security camera footage from the school that he was supposed to be walking to that day, and the security camera videos showed that Jason never arrived. It was somewhere on that half-a-mile walk when he vanished.
After 49 people were killed at the Pulse nightclub shooting in Orlando, cops were investigating the scene and you'd think it'd be pretty quiet in there. But it was actually filled with sounds of ringing cell phones. Friends, family members, loved ones, calling the people that they knew were at Pulse and hoping they'd answer the phone and say they were okay.
Damn. Wow. In broad daylight. What does this world come to? It's best to be caught with it than caught without it. Because if you're lacking in these streets, they gonna take you out.
If I didn't know this was a true crime case, I would think it was a disturbing horror film. On the morning of the 7th of October 2022, a barefoot woman was running around Excelsior Springs, Missouri, bashing on people's doors. Witnesses describe her looking like she came straight from a horror film and she was calling for help. She'd been beaten, held captive, and SA'd for weeks. The woman was a shocking sight. She was covered in injuries and was wearing a bin bag. Disturbingly, she was gasping for breath as she had a very tight metal collar locked around her neck.
Wow.
It was a nurse who opened the
Damn.
door to her and let her come in. The nurse started to call police, and at this point the woman panicked. She warned her that the captor would kill her and claimed that he had killed her 2 friends. When police got there, the woman explained that a man called Timothy had captured her the month prior. He'd been holding her hostage this whole time. She said he'd been keeping her locked in the basement and had been SAing her. Disturbingly, she told police that he actually had a young son who lived at the house with him. When Timothy had taken his young son to
That
school
poor
the one
kid.
day, she used it as her opportunity to escape. Police made their way to the home of 39-year-old Timothy Haslett Jr. and found the property did in fact have a basement like the woman described. Timothy was arrested and is facing 9 charges including first-degree kidnapping. He's being held on a $3 million
Damn.
bond and faces 5 life sentences. Before his arrest, police were actually called to his address 3 times. Twice they were asked to do welfare checks, and this was from an employer and also family members. Police have searched his home with cadaver dogs and they haven't yet released what they know.
Don't open that door.
Hello?
Hello, I'm sorry to bother you, but there is a creepy guy who's been following me for the last 10 minutes.
Yeah?
Can I stay at your place until he's gone?
Yeah, come in.
Thank you.
It seems like a
I just
setup.
hope he didn't see me coming here.
I don't know if I'd trust that.
Don't move. What do you say?
Hello.
What is it?
I was out for a walk with my wife and we had a little argument and I lost sight of her. Have you seen a young woman?
Dude's got a mad lazy eye.
No, I'm sorry.
25 years.
No,
Blue eyes.
no. No, sorry, bye.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. Bye. It's okay, he's gone.
Can you check if he's gone?
It's fine, he's gone.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
That old man got me, yo. Got me. Made me jump a little bit. I wasn't expecting that at all.
Swimming against a current.
See if he can make it.
You got it. You got it. You got it. Don't we all? You got it. You're almost there.
Oh, yeah. You don't go over and investigate it?
Oh. Ja, ja. Vad är du säger? Eddie?
I mean, the guy has a cat. The cat might have been making noises, but the door closing like that, that's a little weird for sure.
2 kids are playing in the living room before falling asleep. After they fall asleep, something pulls one off the sofa.
Oh no. Oh hell no. Where did he even pull that kid though? I'm confused.
A family rented out their upstairs apartment to an odd 75-year-old lady, and over the course of a few months, they were forced to move out. This is what happened. An urban explorer by the name Eric Gunner was contacted by one of his viewers, Natalie, after she had experienced some very strange activity in her house. Natalie says her mother had rented out their upstairs apartment to an elderly lady, and ever since she moved in, strange things began to occur. They would hear odd noises at night. They would find items moved around the house, and they would experience a foul smell coming from upstairs. Cats and dogs began to disappear around the neighborhood. The old lady would completely avoid contact with Natalie and her family. One night, as the odd noises intensified, Natalie's sister woke up with an unexplained scratch mark in her back. Terrified and in shock, they would immediately leave the house. Eric was called to investigate the house. At the time of filming this video, the family had been gone from the house for 2 weeks now. As you can see, the house's condition was left in a rush. As Eric is leaving the bedroom, he sees the figure of someone watching him. Now Eric is freaked out and he tries to leave. But when he goes outside, he sees someone in a blue cloak.
Oh hell no.
Eric hides in a room and just hopes this person leaves him alone. Luckily enough, he was able to make it out.
Alright, that's why when you go to investigate something like that, you never go alone. Always have backup. Hopefully this guy learned his lesson that day. I mean, he was crying like a little bitch, I ain't gonna lie.
Did you know about the girl who prayed to Lucifer? So a little girl in Tijuana, she only prayed to Lucifer, so never to God. When she was praying every day, she would pray for her mom, her dad, and the L word. But at the end of the prayer, she would always say that, I'm always praying to him because no one prays for him. Now this is what happened. The mom one day overhears her saying this prayer. And she's like, no, why are you saying that? I don't want anything to do with that. You only pray to God. And the girl was like, no, I'm not gonna answer any questions. He's evading everything. So one day, she surprisingly died. And at her funeral, there's a guy there dressed up. He goes to the mom. I'll pay for all the funeral expenses. It's on me. Don't worry. He says, why are you doing this? He's like, she was the only one that prayed for me. And this is the crazier thing. When he signed for all the expenses, the signature was just an L. Is this real? This is a real story. 2005 in Tijuana.
That can't be good. That cameraman is about to get wrecked. Brace yourself.
Oh God. Oh dear God.
Oh, here it comes.
On the morning of November 29th, Christine Young suddenly woke up out of a deep sleep feeling a cold sensation come over her. It was exactly 5:45 a.m. and she noticed that her arms and legs were starting to go numb. She thought it was strange but brushed it off in the moment, not knowing what it could
How can you brush that off?
After all, she needed to get some sleep so she could wake up to meet with her daughter later in the morning like they had planned for a while now. But when Christine's daughter Ashley didn't show up for their arranged meeting, she began to worry. She started frantically calling Ashley's phone but got no response. So she called each one of Ashley's friends to see if they had any idea where she was. This is when she learned that her daughter Ashley had plans to meet up with 30-year-old Jared Chance and hadn't been seen since leaving a local bar with him. A few days later, police receive a disturbing phone call from a concerned neighbor in Grand Rapids, Michigan. This neighbor explains that he's just stumbled upon a tarp with a stream of blood leaking from it. When police arrive, they find that the tarp is wrapped around a human torso. The owner of that apartment?
Jared Chance. The DNA of the torso was tested and it comes back that it is human and that it does belong to Ashley Young. Ashley's arms and legs were later found in a box in Jared's apartment. That's when Ashley's mom, Christine, recalls the incident from a few days prior. She believes that at the time she woke up at exactly 5:45 in the morning was the time of her daughter Ashley's death. Unfortunately, Ashley's head has still never been located.
What?
Oh my god!
I legit cannot tell if they're animatronics.
I thought that was people in costumes.
Unbelievable.
He's just staring at me. He doesn't look very happy.
He looks beautiful.
Oh,
he likes that.
Oh my god. Oh gee.
Are y'all seeing this big ass kangaroo?
Oh, a big kangaroo in front of me.
Look at the size of. Oh, he looked right at her.
Go away.
See the arms on it? Oh my god. Yo, that has to be the biggest kangaroo caught on camera I've ever seen.
Oh my god. It's oh my god.
He's just hopping down the road like he's about to go to Starbucks and get him a Frappuccino. Alright y'all, that's a wrap. We're gonna go ahead and close this one out here. But if you really love your boy and you support your boy, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. We got more flavor coming out this week, that's for sure. Alright y'all, it's been a good one, but I'll see you guys next time.